Alright, how you doing, guys? It's Sapphire here.
Hey guys, Sapphire here. I thought I'd do a little bit of narration for this particular video. I don't have a script, so I'm making it up as I go along. But how this video started and how it ended was not. How do I explain this? Alright, I started this video with a
It was too dark to see, and well,
at least these stream of videos thinking that it was gonna work, but it just did not work out. Everything went wrong. I thought I knew what I was doing, apparently I didn't. I kept having the same problem where the tape would peel off, or peel off the paint. I had already put one coat of blue on it. As you can see, I'm sort of letting it dry.
I hope the camera angle's not messed up.
But how this video started was I had the GoPro mounted on my head. I was talking through all of it, walking you through. Well, I didn't even know how it ended, and well, I finished recording the last part to this. The part where I actually tried to fix my mistakes, and it just kept going wrong, so I might as well just try to get acrylic paint, just maybe do that, or just stop messing with my mask, or stop doing whatever it is I was trying to do. So that's really it. See here, the outcome of this video is just it's just not going to work out. If you guys really want to stay and watch me fail, or watch me just fail, I would really appreciate any tips you guys can give me about the type of paint or anything in general. You can tell me, really. I think here I'm about to putting the second coat of blue on it. I was looking up all kinds of videos about spray painting a helmet. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. The paint just didn't want to work, but the way it's not the paint itself, it was the way I was doing it. Not necessarily what I'm doing, the little spray pattern right here, not that necessarily, but it was more of I can't tape it up and thinking that it's not gonna take, the tape isn't gonna take any of the paint, because it did. It took multiple layers of it, if not all of it. There was maybe like one layer maybe left attached, but it just left a gaping hole in the side of my mask by the end of this. The only thing I think worked was later on in the video. Really later on in the video, I put yarn all over the helmet, and it sort of works. Yes, it did, but the colors I chose were black and navy blue, and they kind of clashed together in the dark, and then during the day, it has to be like a bright day for you to really notice a difference, which is odd. But that's really the only strategy I felt that worked. And I learned that from a YouTuber who he just covered his helmet in yarn. I think it's the same helmet actually. He just covered it in yarn, started spray painting it. It looked nice, but it just didn't work out.
Then again, I kind of like the
in the end.
I don't want to add too much because the inside is not really what I'm worried about.
I'm not sure whether or not you guys really want to watch this video. I mean, knowing the outcome. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the narration. I'll start it up again if I have anything interesting to say, but you enjoy the video and enjoy me talking for like about 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm trying not to talk as I'm doing spraying because, well, I don't want to get any of that stuff in my lungs. Oh, that's probably why I should be wearing a mask, but well, this is my first time, and I'm doing this outside. There's no wind, which is another reason why I couldn't record yesterday. It was windy here. So here I am just making sure I have all the colors, and I hope the camera angle works for you guys. Hope the flashlight might help a little bit to illuminate what I'm doing. As you can see, I have some of the tape here. Then I taped the frame right here, that way I wouldn't get the spongy stuff.
Hey, welcome back. So, as I'm watching this, I noticed a few things. I can't really hear the audio right now, but it was pretty windy. It wasn't as windy as it was the day before, but we had gotten snow, we had gotten rain, and we had like really heavy winds. So recording this wasn't exactly in a timely fashion. But yeah, as I'm watching this, I noticed that I think it's because I added this narration that some of the audio is messed up. So you might hear like spraying when there is no spraying. It's an issue I just now came across. I didn't have this issue before, but apparently adding narration does that. So
I like to take my time with this kind of thing, taping all the designs. Another thing I'm gonna do.
I do not recommend taping up the spongy stuff like I did, or if you have to, tape it in a way where you don't try not to. Yeah, it protects that part from getting spray painted and all, but taking the tape off was almost took the whole thing off. No, thinking about it now.
And I'm back.
That mask.
I'm done taping the rest of the design.
I think I need to wash it in order for it to really dry correctly. Because 2 days, this is like about 3 days after, where I still wearing the mask, and that thing, at least that thing leaves marks on the inside of my face. Blue marks on the inside of my face. But here, I believe I waited for that coat to dry, and then I added another coat here. I believe, oh no, it was adding yarn. Yeah, this is the part where I was talking about adding all kinds of yarn and all that. Hopefully the audio is not too messed up, that way you can catch what I'm talking about. Yeah, I wanted to add yarn. I mean, another issue I had here, or recording this series of videos, was I took my time with some of the designs on it, and that's why I was so heartbroken to find out it didn't work when the designs just they didn't work. I didn't want to bore you guys. Alright, here I'm about to tell you what I'm doing. See, I have already taped it up. I didn't see that. Did I just do that? Not well. I had taped it up. What the original plan was, I was gonna have the letters of my team name, Wraith, on the right there where the mouth guard is at. I was gonna adjust some yarn. I was gonna tape up some patterns, and it worked well at first. But then, as soon as you take, or at least the only part that really worked was the yarn. The yarn had the patterns out decently well. I didn't put enough yarn. You had to really put a lot of yarn on that thing. It's crazy. But it would have came out well. It's just another issue I started having was, for one, like I said before, navy blue clashes with black like no one's business. I wasn't wearing a mask, so eventually you see me do that every now and again.
Oh man, this is. I would recommend wearing full gloves. If you don't
was not wearing a mask. Probably should have. Doing this, it's imperative that you do this outside or in a very well ventilated room. But if anything, I don't have a private yard, so I did this on my grill with a box on it, with just the box I found. I think I might have been too close as I was spray painting, which is why I had a lot of like really some air bubbles, and while doing some of the coat of black. But yeah, for what I want to do I think it's best to get like some acrylic paint and then start doing that way.
Make it tighter than because, well, that happens.
Well, I think it's only because the designs I wanted to do were so elaborate
Hopefully
that
it'll work out in the
they
end.
just didn't work. Shame. I tried not to. I think at some point I stopped caring about getting the inside of the mask. Which, in honest truth, after all this, looking at my mask right now, I think it looks better on the inside than it does on the outside. Sure, the outside is where all those designs are, but the inside had like a nice mesh between the two colors. It looks really nice. It's just a shame.
Too much on it, guys.
But like, I want to talk about other things about the next video, where the one where I actually did the second design. I tried it a different way. Still failed, but it didn't fail as bad. It still looks nice, still looks decent. I'm gonna leave it alone up until I talk about it in the next video. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. The flashlight helps about illuminating, because with black and navy blue it could hardly see anything. As I was doing the yarn kept going undone, and actually eventually it got sticky because of, well, it's paint and it stuck to some of the helmet, which helped it keep it in place.
We need to get a little bit more on
But I didn't put enough yarn, so it really didn't matter. There was maybe like 1 or 2 stray lines of blue. Then again, some of it was where the tape was, so it wouldn't really matter.
I just noticed that.
As far as the helmet goes, I also tried to I tried to make a stencil of a figure, and I think later on in this video you see it, at least what I tried to do. And it sort of worked. I thought it looked nice. It's just, it was very hard to see on the helmet. You could hardly tell what it was, or if it was anything at all. Eventually, I don't think I recorded it, but on the box you should see like a little figure on it with spray paint all around it. That's the stencil I made. And well, when I ask people about it, they tell me it looks like a number 6. I don't get it why, but every time they tell me it looks like a 6. I think it's because of the horn, where the horn is at. Horn. Where that thing is at, it's supposed to be, I guess, the top layer of the 6, number 6, but what I try to do is I try to do either like a bighorn sheep or a ram. I only had one person tell me that it actually looked like a ram. Everyone else tells me it looks like the number 6. So I just completely scratched that. And
welcome back.
I mean, that whole project was a mess. Watching it back now, it's like,
my mask,
even knowing now what I know, knowing then what I know now.
Well, I don't think it needs it.
I'm horrible at talking.
And this thing smells. So
what could have I done different? I probably wouldn't have taped it. What I probably would have done is first I probably would have waited for me to get the. Well, in the second part, you find out why I'm gonna say this, but I probably would have waited until I got one of those adhesives. That way, I can attach a GoPro mount on top of the helmet. You're gonna find out why in the next segment of this video, or not the next of this video, of a different video, how to paint a mask. I think I'm gonna call it.
Take out the spring, not the spring.
But that's for one. I would have done that before I even started painting it. Another thing I would have done is I probably would have just put the yarn on it and then just spray paint it like that.
I'm really nervous.
Probably wouldn't even use tape at all.
I mean, I was watching some of the other videos. I noticed that people, instead of taking out their goggles, they would tape over them.
Also, maybe I could have grabbed some. I've seen some other YouTubers do this. I could have grabbed some like leaves or grass or anything, put it all over the mask and start spray painting it over that. which gets a nice
really difficult to take off.
scheme.
I managed to take mine off without breaking them, which is
I believe here I'm putting on I'm putting on a coat of black, and I was gonna leave it. In the next segment of the video, you were going to see me.
So,
well, essentially just done.
Start, I guess.
I think I'm gonna put another coat of black on it, and
here's hoping that the camera angle's alright.
after it dries, I'm going to
I hope it's not too high, and I hope it's not too low.
unravel it all.
Wow, this thing's like.
It was so awkward making these videos. Yep, I didn't put on the second layer of black. Oops, I just didn't do it. Couldn't do it. I believe the weather picked up and I couldn't. So I had when it dried, I had a well ventilated room in my house that allowed me for it to dry correctly. So there was that. I think here I was about ready to unwrap it, but I didn't record the unwrapping because it took forever. I was multitasking. On the right side of the screen here, I had my TV on, and then I had my computer on. I was doing some stuff on the computer, editing some videos and all that. At the same time, I was watching Netflix. I was watching I think it was some TV show. Something I like to do, and I wouldn't want to record it is considered copyright and all that.
I'm excited to see how well it turned out.
Yep.
Or how badly, or how horrible, or how well it turned out.
I know I should be talking more about the mask, which that reminds me, taking off the lens on these particular goggles was not easy. I didn't break the mask, but it was not easy to take off the lens for these. I don't get it why people. Well, yeah, never mind. I do get it. Some masks don't have the option to take goggles to really remove the goggles without breaking the mask. So I see why people tape it, but if you can remove the lens, I highly recommend doing so. And I wouldn't like to tape over my lens, because that's where I need to see through. I don't want any of the other sticky stuff on it. Believe me, that is not fun to deal with. You're gonna have to clean the lens afterwards, and well, I guess this is probably the best sure way to make sure that you don't tape or you don't get paint all over your lens.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start.
I have a thought. I have not tested it. I probably won't at all, but it's just a thought. If you were to get some let's see here, some of that clear foil, not foil, saran wrap. There you go. Clear saran wrap. Put like a very thin light coat of spray paint or any paint on it, and you put it over your goggles. Would you be able to see through it? So you call it like tinted lens technically. I mean, that's just a little thought I had. Here I am just outlining all the tape I have. I was really excited. Oh boy, it was a letdown. It was one heck of a letdown. I thought it looked nice at first. Huh?
I just took off those.
Another thing with the camera angles is that I'm not used to having a GoPro on my head, and I had to take it off every single time, so it's like the camera angle is never the same. I don't want it. I had to keep it low, but if I keep it too low, you're gonna end up seeing nothing in front of me. If I keep it too high, really. If you've seen any of my other videos, you notice that sometimes the sun's up in the air. The sun's always in the way, and I don't like that lens flare it gives off, so I have to keep it low. I like to show my hands to show you guys what I'm doing. Every now and again, I hold it closer to my face, forgetting that the GoPro's even on my head. So cutting some of that string was actually really difficult. It got really hard and sticky.
Hopefully that would hold it. Rock all over the place.
So there was that.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll work.
The place where I'm recording this, I tried my best not to lean too far to the right. Eventually I forgot the GoPro was on my head, and you can see the TV and my computer screen.
Guys, this is probably gonna take a
I
while.
tried to rectify
So
that,
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
but
pause
couldn't.
it here, and
You
then
probably might be able to
bring
tell
you guys
exactly
back
what's
as
said
soon
on
as
the
I'm done taking
TV
all the
screen.
tape off. So
But
stay
anyway,
tuned.
the little setup I have here
Alright
is
guys, I'm
3
finally done
boxes.
taking off the tape.
I'm just really just talking.
So
Whether or not you want to listen, I'm just talking.
I messed up.
If you have
don't know
anything you
what
want me
went
to talk
wrong,
about
but
during one of these
it's
videos, I can do.
yes,
I'm considering
I
doing
messed
commentary
up.
for one of my airsoft
So what
games.
happened was it
Um,
worked to an extent. I mean,
but
the
then again,
tape
I'm getting off
it
track.
was
I
just
want to
ripping off all
talk.
the
I'm here to
paint.
talk
I
about the
don't
mask,
know why
not anything else,
it
just the
was
mask,
just
which is hard to do.
if the tape was
Considering.
just ripping off the blue paint.
Then again, if I could talk about
It got
anything,
to the point where it ripped
I'm getting
off
off
the
topic again.
black paint. So
But yeah,
a
here
lot of this is just the gray area. It's just it's nothing but
I'm remaining silent. That way, you guys
nothing
can
but the
hear
original
the video,
mask.
hear
So
me talk in the video.
this is something,
Cause I'm talking
but
through the whole thing
really,
here.
this whole project was a bust. The letters didn't come out right.
I'm trying to take off the tape. That was the
And you can
problem
kinda
right
see it,
here.
the W.
As soon as I started taking off the tape, that was the problem. As soon as you take off the tape, it would
But then
take
again, you
off
also see the
whatever paint was
scratches,
underneath it and around it.
well, that's
Which,
the tape ripping off the paint. You can see it on the
which
tape.
was very, very irritating.
I don't know how to avoid that.
Excuse me.
But I might do something else to it.
It was pretty much irritating. It didn't take
later,
all the paint, but
we'll
when
see.
it did take paint, it was really obvious.
This mask,
It was just.
I most likely will do something.
This whole
to it later.
project was a bit of a scrap. I'm glad I did it.
For now,
I'm really glad I did it that way.
yeah,
Even if it is messed up, it's my mistake and I did it. It's not like I'm copying anyone. I didn't even know what I was doing.
Happy. I'm just not happy.
But it's my mask, and it looks the way I'm the only one gonna be wearing it. You're not gonna find another helmet that looks like mine, because I didn't even know what I was doing.
But oh yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully when you guys do this, you have better luck than I did.
I tried.
I guess I'm gonna need to watch.
I might do
more
commentary for the next video I do when I'm repainting this. About maybe a week later. It was probably maybe 2 days or a week later that I repainted this because I wasn't happy with it. Some parts it came out good, some parts it didn't.
Sorry. Well, I don't want to leave it like this. It kind of doesn't look right. I'm not gonna put the tape back on.
What else is there to say?
Well, for right now, I'm just going to just get this little piece of cardboard here.
I'm surprised that you guys are even sitting here listening to me talk. It's been like about 18 minutes now. At least on the little recording thing I have here, it's been 18 minutes. I mean, I'm always looking for feedback, and I'm looking for tips about what you guys want to see, what you guys want me to do, if you guys want me to post anything like this at all. I will not customize my guns. There's no way I'm doing that. I believe here I fast forward where I removed all the tape, and I don't think I was happy about it. As I was unraveling it, I was trying not to observe, but it was hard not to. Oh man, the amount of disappointment I had at this moment. You can hardly tell. The blue background and then the black letters are supposed to say Wraith all across the face. You can kind of see it, but then again, the tape did take most of the paint off. So yeah. So I didn't want to leave it like that. I'm pretty sure later on that night I actually spray painted it even more, and that's actually the night where I made that stencil and tried to fix it. Didn't work, so I ended up putting up a different. You watch it in the next video.
Yeah, actually, if I had the colors in the right way, I think I can actually get a pretty decent looking thing here.
Damn. Normally my sub is probably a little bit better than this. But we were repainting some rooms in the house and patching up some holes, so that's probably why you see all kinds of boxes all over the place. They're gonna be like that for a while, up until we can finish. I don't know when. But yeah, I kind of designated that little area right there as my little workshop that I like to use for the kind of stuff, for stuff like this. I'm sure I'm gonna use it for future things. I'm proud of, out of that whole video, out of this whole experience, the thing I'm most proud of is that little box workshop I have right there. Literally, it's just 3 boxes, 2 stacked on one. I'll get up against the wall.
I mean,
brown curtains.
Alright. Thought I might add a little bit of black to give it some color. I almost didn't want to record this.
Yep.
But I'm glad I did.
Waited till it was middle of the night to try to fix it, do something to it. And I think I added, I added one of those GoPro adhesives on the top of the helmet.
Probably do like some of it, half of it, some of it.
Apologize if you guys hear any background noise. I have gotten like a little cardboard box, and I thought I was gonna do something to it, start spray painting a pattern, or at least try to. Yep, I didn't want to give up on this helmet. I really didn't. Who would stick around for about almost 23 minutes to watch a video that you know is not even going to work? I mean, I don't know. And then when I was doing that, I was actually thinking I was thinking maybe like a half Two-Face thing, but I didn't go through with it. I don't know why. I think there was some specific reason or whatever, but I think it probably would have looked nice if I did a Two-Face thing.
I like the way it came out. At least now I do.
Oh,
sure I won't get
I forgot to tell you guys. One thing I wish I had was I wish I had gloves. Like disposable surgeon gloves or whatever gloves you want to use. Just for the spray paint, because that thing would leak into your fingers, and sometimes you have to grab the mask and you get paint all over your fingers and hands and arms, which is a mess to clean up. I had to wash my hands frequently between episodes because of how dirty they would get. Highly recommend it. I believe here I'm trying to fix it. And I think I ended up making it worse, because even then the black and blue always clashed. They never sat well. I probably should have chose different colors. And here I was like mixing them, so some point.
I want to add like a unique design to it. I don't know.
Yeah, that reminds me of another thing.
That's probably all I'm
If
gonna
you've
do
ever
for the
uploaded anything in YouTube, or you've ever recorded anything, is it just me, or does everyone hate the sound of their own voice?
Yeah.
Because I was watching it, and I know I'm really extremely hard to understand. I try to put subtitles, but then again, I can only do so much with this editor, and without crashing it. Anyway, the video is practically over, guys. Please enjoy the rest of it, really. The last bit. Don't do what I did. Thanks for watching, guys.